Narc abuse survivors suffer from complex post traumatic stress disorder, whether they have been physically abused or not, because narcissistic abuse is multi layered, and the bulk of the abuse, the most damaging parts of the abuse, are, unseen by the physical eye. Narcissistic rage damages, ruins the empath's nervous system. It causes anxiety and panic attacks. My throat chakra is being attacked as I'm doing this. I had to drink some water. But um, so I'm saying the narcissistic rage causes, panic attacks, and, then there are all sorts of byproducts to the anxiety and everything else that is being caused, which basically leads into complex post-traumatic stress disorder. They are, they have insomnia, they are hypervigilant, very timid, jumpy, trust issues, brain fog. I mean, it's just a number of things that are multi-layered, caused by the psychological abuse, the emotional abuse, the financial abuse, intimidation, fear. It's just, like I said, multi layered. And, at the end of the day, it is a spiritual attack. And narcissism itself is a spiritual affliction. At the end of the day, it is demonic possession. And the antisocial personality traits are but byproducts of a full on demonic possession. Narcissism, borderline personality, and all of the cluster B disorders are but different levels of demonic possession. The antisocial personality traits are byproducts of the demonic possession. And so if we don't acknowledge the spiritual component of this condition, we will never find a solution to it, okay? And so when it comes to the survivors, their suffering, their pain, and what they need in order to heal is often ignored because it is not something that you can see with the physical eye. You may be able to see that a person has anxiety. You may be able to see certain things, that they are, jumpy, timid, things like that. But you cannot see anxiety. You cannot always see depression, insomnia, the fears that they hold, the brain fog, it's just so much, the flashbacks that they have, and, the, the difficulty that they have in forming, relationships and connections and bonds with people going forward. And so, it is very important to be mindful of these survivors and what they, what it takes for them to heal, and, that they are the ones who are the victims in the situation, and that the narcissist often is the one who, has all the attention and all of the support and all of the, validation for their claims. And the victim is often left alone. And this is why I say that, narc abuse survivors are the strongest people on the planet, because they have been forced to self-heal, while the narcissist, gathers people in a hate campaign. The level of abuse that a narc abuse victim, a narc abuse survivor has survived would take a normal person out. literally. They would not survive it, because not only have these people been abused, they have also been wrongly accused and persecuted by groups of people, and had to stand alone and, defend their own righteousness. And they have been completely innocent, being accused of what their abuser is doing to them, and then being treated by the abuser and all of their entourage, okay, as if they are the abuser. And so not only have you been abused, you are now being gang stalked, attacked, persecuted, for no reason, because another person is diabolical and evil and manipulative. And so the average person, mentally, spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, they would not survive that. And yet the narc abuse survivor has survived this, and a lot of us more than once. Okay, and this is why we are stronger than the average person, because of the battles that we have fought and won. Literally fought the devil, the enemy of God, okay, and slayed that bitch, okay, each and every time they run up, okay, because we recognize the spirit. It is a familiar spirit. It does not matter the vessel. It chooses the empty vessels. Okay, when I dissected Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill, in order to prove my hypothesis that the narcissist is in fact possessed, the devil talked about drifters, and these are his chosen vessels, those who vacate their own mind, those who vacate their own, emotional bodies. This is how the devil moves in and possesses these people. And a lot of the times, this has begun in childhood, in early childhood, where, the child was, in some sort of situation or have suffered some trauma that caused them to vacate. Okay, some, voluntarily and sometimes involuntarily vacate, and escapism becomes their pathology. And because they are not, not there in their own vessels, mentally, energetically, it is an empty vessel for the devil to enter, okay, and then to take over. And this is why, and this is how the narc began, working and doing the devil's work. Now, the devil also explained in this book that he cannot fully possess a person's mind unless they fully vacate. And so this is why you will see the narcissist being normal sometimes. And then when they begin to feel emotions that they don't know how to process, this is when the devil takes over. Okay, and this is not, a reason to feel as if you should try to stay with them and heal them. The affliction that they suffer from is not something that another human can heal for them. The only help that they can get in the condition that they are in is directly from God, and they have to ask for the help. Okay, and so you cannot help a narcissist. And I hope that you don't learn the hard way like I did and damn near lose your life, okay, more than once trying to love evil. Okay, love heals everything that is of God. But when it is not of God, they will literally pay you in pure evil and cruelty, malice, and hatred, okay, in return for your pure love. And so don't do that to yourself. I don't know what this rant was about. It was just information that I felt that needed to get out there. I do pray and manifest that it does reach who it is intended to reach, and that it is truly helpful. And I will talk to y'all soon. Peace.